Welcome back to Yamaha. Today we are going to be taking apart this cooler here. Kind of smells a little bit right now of the food that was left in it, and we were going to just try to salvage it and make it into something cool. So we're going to try to make this into a nice cooler top, but what we're going to do first is take apart all the stuff. So let's grab the drill. What we want is about probably a 36 or 34 inch cooler stand, so something probably right around there. That's 36 inches. What we're going to do is just mark everything off and cut it down to size. What we'll do is just going to cut these down to 30 inches real quick. What we want to do is push that as hard as we can in there and tighten this thing up, and then tighten that. Now that thing is in there. And what we got, I marked where the edge of the 2x4 is and where that edge of the 2x4 is, and then where my tenon is. So what I want to do is just hog out all that material in there. So what I'm going to do, hit run, let it turn on a little bit, and here we go. Never want to put your hands like this because that thing is just moving around, so you want to make sure you stay away from it. Kind of dry fit this and see how it goes, and if I need to do anything, we will go from there and do that. So put a clamp on those, tighten those up a little bit better, but we'll go ahead and do the other one, dry fit that. What I want to do now is I cut the tenons for these, and what we're going to do, we don't want to put them anywhere close to where the other tenon is because we want to keep that strong. We don't want to clog out all the material. So what I'm going to do is just bring it all the way out to the side again and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead, but we got to make sure we cut these in the right spots as far as everything goes together. So I went over to the mortise chisel there and chiseled out these ones here. So we got definitely enough meat in between there that it shouldn't affect it. So let's try to do a dry fit of one of the tenons here and see how it's going to look. And the tenons might be just a little bit long. I'm scared to go through that wood there. So what I might do is just take these over there and just chisel them off or cut them off. So I got my dado cut in there, and it looks real nice. What we're going to do is make sure that we have that front facing towards the fence on each one of them. So I forgot to hit record. I took this over to the joiner and kind of straightened all the nice edges, just kind of smoothed them out. They were all a little jacked up, but now we got a nice uniform edge. I didn't do that side with that piece on it, but I took all the pieces over there and just gave them a nice clean up look, and this way the glue will have somewhere to is on the two bottom edges. I need a place for the shelf, and I need it to be straight with that. So what I'm going to do is just put the dado stack to work. Now we have that shelf that we can set our piece in there. And it should line up pretty dang closely to flush, and it does. So we're liking that. What we're going to do now is we're going to start putting everything together, glue it up, and see what we need for slats. So what I'm going to do is glue the bottom pieces and leave that top one open, so when we can put the pieces in and see what we're going to need. So but that's, I don't know, this is going to be a tough glue up, because we need to dry fit it and get that measurement first, because once I put everything together, that's going to be a tough, I don't know if I screwed up or not, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so I took a measurement and I figured out this is going to be 12 1/4. That gives us a little play, so we don't have to be worried about too much interference with that stuff. So what I'm going to do is just kind of test fit this one and see in there. We got a good gap. We could probably go just a little bit more. So I might do 12 3/8. So we'll see what I'm going to do now is just go and cut them on the chop saw. I'm going to get a bunch of them and do them all at once. So what I'm going to do now is just, start doing the glue up. Said 12 1/4, 12 3/8. All right, what I'm going to do is just get back to gluing it up, and we'll just do it the same thing, same process, and then we'll cut that down to the size if we need to. So this. So my storage got too full and I had to, well, it automatically just stopped recording. But what I did, I used the biscuit joiner and joined this together. I got good squeeze out on the bottom, I can tell from the drips. So I think we got enough glue in there. So hopefully this will last a lifetime. Welcome back. Today is day 4 on this project, and I've been thinking about it, and I want this thing to be as lightweight as possible on the lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these over to the planer and give us a nice surface. So we'll do that, and then I think I'm going to put a rabbet joint on this one, and then also a little rabbet on here so they sit flush inside of there and just give it a nice look. So what I'm going to do now is go over to the planer and plane these down. Cut in here. Now I want it to be the same height as this. We're just going to set these things right in there and just flush them up. And that's how we're going to do this project here. So I'm going to make it the same depth as that. Alright, before final sanding, I want to do a round over edge on the inside of this, on the outside of this. So I got the bigger router because the compact base won't fit my router bit. So we're going to use this router and go from there. What I always want to do is just do a test piece. Make sure I'm getting what I want to do. And that's good. Round over all the edges that are exposed. Alright, got the first coat on. I don't know if I'm going to keep the white or not, but we'll go from there. At least it looks pretty snazzy. The walnut really turned out nice.